Hey, what's up guys? Dylan Vittal. I'm going to go through my in the bag for the end of the 2021 season. All right, start off with putters. Right now I got 4. I've got 3 Wardens and 1 Deputy. Deputy is my circle 2 putter, my get out of trouble, really glidey, really flippy. Sometimes use it for rollers. This is just if I've got bad footing or I really need to spin something or some extra glide or tailwind, I'm going with the Deputy. My 2 putting putters right now, I've got the Prime Warden, the Classic Warden. They're both very, very similar. They got a really stiff feel for Arizona. I really like that, except for right now it's kind of cold, but really like that. They're really consistent. They're really glidey and straight. I switch in and out of these, just which one I'm feeling that day. And then for my throwing putter, this is another Warden with a little Sharpie project I did on here. Get a lot of people that laugh at this one. Got an ace on this bad boy. This one is very flippy. I can hyzer it and it just holds a line really well. Had this one for a long time. Really love the flight and feel on this one. Next, for my approach disc, I've got a Zone. Probably mid, probably putter, I don't know. It's slow, it hooks, love it for forehands, consistent, overstable backhands. Got this one from my buddy Huntington, call it the H-Town Zone. Thanks, Huntington. It's a great one. It's kind of my baby. Like, it's got a little puddle. It's great. For mids, I have 4 mids. I usually never carry this many discs. This is pretty much any course I'm going to. I'll use a variety of these. I've got kind of a theme again. I've got 1 fuse and then I've got 3 buzzes. This fuse I'm currently beating up for rollers, get out of trouble, big tailwind kind of stuff. This is a very frisbee-like disc. It's super glidey, it's super flippy, and something kind of a trick shot disc that I like to always keep in the bag. Next, I've got the spread of buzzes. I've got a flippy buzz, hit it hyzer, it'll flip all the way, come out, flies almost like a Comet or a Fuse or an M4. It's a really flippy one, very soft, kind of has a lot of give to it, feels great in the hand. Definitely use it a lot for when I go up to Wilderness Ranch or higher elevation courses like Flagstaff. Definitely need this one. This one's my bread and butter right now. Nice hyzer flips to straight. You hit it flat, it's going to pull to the right. It's pretty much a do-it-all buzz. This one's just seasoned perfectly. It's my perfect mid-range right now. Finally, I got this big Z. Sometimes it'll be Z, it just depends. These stiffer buzzes, I find they have a lot more finish to them. Almost fly like a Verdict or something with some good fade. So this one, I don't throw it all the time. If I really need the shot, if I need a longer zone with a little bit of finish, or if I have a headwind and I want to throw a buzz, that's when I throw the big Z buzz. All right, fairways. I got 4 fairways right now. First one, my flippiest, I've got this Pinnacle. It's an older Pinnacle Patriot. This is my woods disc. Really flippy, really great control, a lot of glide on this. Goes right where I point and shoot it. And I love it for rollers. Get them down, long rollers that are always going to twist over. This one comes out more in the woods or when I need rollers in the valley. Next, I got my bread and butter. It's my favorite disc. This is my T-Bird. When I first got it, it was just crazy overstable, and now it's just perfect. It'll flip up, it'll have some good peel to the right, and then finish back straight. Very straight, point and shoot disc. Love the stamp on this one. Reminds me of where I grew up playing, CCO. Got the nature stuff on it. I love that. Wonderful, wonderful disc. And I recently actually just got these 2. I've had variations of them in my bag, but these 2 just are wonderful. This is an old Eagle L. The bummer is they don't make these as much anymore, but it's just so good I have to throw it. Weird touch forehands that I need to peel up and still have some finish, but mainly it's backhand. It's got a good twist with some light finish at the end. It's just the only difference between it and my T-Bird is it's just got this slight finish. Both have a great twist, great control shots for hyzers. Also would be great in the woods, but out in Arizona, I'm loving it just for control right now. Then I got this St. Arnold Glow T-Bird from a 2016 run. It's super stiff. That's kind of why I gravitated towards it, and it has just so much fade and not much glide, and I kind of love it for that. It's like a very utility fairway driver. Don't forehand it at all, just don't like the feel on it for forehand, but it's just wonderful for backhand if I've got wind at my face or I just need something to go left without a big skip. Into my my hybrids, I guess you would say. I got another set of 4. I'll start with the flippiest. I got a Metal Flake Felon. Really good control. Love this one for tight flip ups for forehand. I don't really use it backhand unless I need something a little bit further than the T-Birds or Eagle. But this one's great. Feels excellent for forehand. I love it in elevation just because for its control. Great feel, nice and flat Felon. Then I've got the 21 Sexton Firebird. I think these are very similar to a new Felon, but I just like the feel of these a little bit better. This one's pretty flat and has really good grip. I found these to be pretty flippy this year, and I kind of like that. I've been liking it a lot for backhands if I need something a little longer than the T-Birds or Eagle. Has some good finish. I'm looking forward to see what this flies like when it gets a little more beat up. Firebirds, I love Firebirds. That's why I carry so many. I think there's so many hyzer shots in the valley. So I got another glow one. This is a Zambia Open. I have no idea what year it is. I just got this one not too long ago. Nice and flat, good feeling glow plastic, but it's still pretty stiff. This one's just more overstable than the Sexton. It's just like your regular Firebird. Doesn't really have any turn at all. Has some good finish, a little bit of glide. Feels excellent for forehands. I'm primarily throwing it for forehands, but every once in a while I'll throw it out for a backhand. And then I have this Pearly run of flat top Firebirds. It's an older run. This thing does not fly. It is so overstable. It seems like it has no glide. I use this more of an overstable mid-range kind of shot. This is mainly for approaching. Very rarely I would ever have to use it off the tee. Mainly just forehands, every once in a while a backhand. This thing is just absolute beef. I don't think I can throw it 270 feet unless I'm throwing it on a complete ante. I love this thing. Very utility. I love it. Then we get into the drivers. I've got 5. Start off with the flippiest. I've got this Pre-Flight Wraith, kind of an old one. I think I picked this up at Spinners or something. It's flippy. Good hyzer flips that really don't come out unless there's a tailwind. I love it for rollers, gets me really long. This is my roller driver. This is what I need max distance. Also very get out of trouble touch forehands that I need to peel a little to the left and have a really, really soft fade. This thing is excellent. I love the Wraith. Always have to have one of those in the bag. Spongebird, still going strong. Weird run of Pro Destroyers. They're really stiff. Good dome to them, and yeah, if you've seen me play, you've probably seen Spongebird. Really kind of beat up Destroyer. Flips and has maybe just a really straight kind of flight to it, and love it for forehands. Probably max distance for both spins, and Spongebird will be going with me for a long time yet, so love Spongebird. Also, Pac-Man is very close to Spongebird. Everybody always says this is a Vibram disc. It's actually a bottom stamp Destroyer with a funky die on it. It's got a huge dome to it, and it was my overstable disc probably last year, but now it's getting very straight with some still consistent finish. I can force it over. This is if I just need something with a little more finish. I use this probably more in the wind than I would if I can't throw Spongebird. It's got some good life, good dome, and I love it for both spins. Great disc. Next we've got Pac-Man's successor. This is the Pro Destroyer, and it's just the weirdest plastic because it's really stiff rimmed and it's really domey. I don't know if they misprinted them, but these are really, really beefy. This has some turn for my distance backhands. I can get it to turn a little bit, but it's pretty much almost the most, just like any other Destroyer. It's really overstable. This one's great. I absolutely love it. It always makes me laugh when people are like, oh, you're throwing a Pro Destroyer, but it's beefy. Love it for forehands. It's always consistently overstable. And yeah, this is Pac-Man's successor, or taking the place of what Pac-Man used to do. Great destroyer. Then last, I got this two-time Ricky destroyer. It's funny, it's actually 167, and I got a couple Calvin Halos, but it's just as overstable. It's a weird run. It's got a little bit of bubbles in the rim, pretty tight top on it, good and domey, and it's just very stiff, and it flies just like a Calvin. It is my most overstable destroyer. I can throw it into any wind, and it almost has no turn. Love it for forehands that need a big skip. It's just my kind of safety net destroyer. All right, and that's my in the bag. Last thing I got is, I always carry this with me. My buddy gave me a Pickle Open Mini. Shout out to Andrew. And it's my bagler. Every time I set it down, it makes me laugh, gets me in a good mood, and I absolutely love it. So thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, guys.